Next fun one we're going to do, we're actually going to skip reports. Let's get a little long. We've got the Salesforce Google Calendar sync, and I believe Luis is done, but we'll double check him. And while that's going on, we'll make sure Josh is up and running. So again, in Salesforce, we're going to setup, running over to Quick Find, and I believe it's called Gmail, which will get us to Gmail integration and sync, which we've got on. We've got Lightning Sync on. And the next fun thing, I haven't done it for a while, I believe we're going to turn this down. And what I want to do while we're doing it is I'm going to check Luis's email to see if that's normal. It's normally what I see. We're not connecting our contacts, we're only doing our calendar. So I think that's why it does red-green, but we'll check. There's some other spots. So after we lower this down and get some more options to work with, I'm going to go into configs, and where we're at now, this may change in the future, but we're going to go into V2 Google Events sync to Salesforce Calendar. And here's where we're adding names. So I do have Luis in there, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to go edit. We're going to find our users. And the reason not everyone's in there is they're on version 1. But we're going to find the new guy here, Josh. We're going to add him over to this version. It syncs both ways, meaning Google to Salesforce and Salesforce to Google as far as calendars. And then we are not doing contacts. So we'll go ahead and save that. Greater equal today. So that's what we're going to do. Private events we'll leave alone. Okay, so now Josh is actually in a Lightning Sync config group, which we need. And I believe there is a second step where I'm going to click sync. I'm going to go to check. Perfect. This is where I want to be. And then I need to check the Josh Jarek is working. So green's good. Good. He's a new calendar. So with that being said, he's not going to have a lot of events on there that have synced in the last few hours. However, if you try mine to check the status, that may be different. Record synced 1400, 10 in the last 24 hours. So that's how we check it works. We will check in another way by simply going to a test object. I like to go to my own. What I'm going to end up doing here is putting a calendar invite on Josh. So we go calendar. I'm going to write test. And I'm going to assign it to Josh for April 1st at 9 a.m. That seems fair. Let's make his the only one on there. And as you can see, it worked. Create a test on there. And then if I drag test to 2 o'clock today, in theory, this should move to 2 o'clock. Might take a minute or two. To 10. It shall go. The syncing takes a couple minutes. There we go. So 2 p.m. So we're good to go there, and that's kind of how I'd test that one.